we are going to see about Salesforce fields. So we have already discussed what is field, just a brief thing in the intro video. So we'll see in detail about how to create fields and what are the data types you have to select according to the use case or according to the requirement. So we have discussed that fields are nothing but what they are columns in the table. Okay, how they are, we all know that they are represented in the table, right? This way. And this is header. Okay, header as in column names, these are rows. Now here I'll take first column as serial number and second column as name and third column as class, suppose. Okay, yeah, these three are enough for our explanation. Now what happens is, see, these are header, that means these are column names. So whatever the column names here, they will be fields in the Salesforce. Okay, column names equal to fields. Okay, these will be the fields in the Salesforce. Now what you have to do is, first, before selecting the field, you have to make sure that whether this particular column or this particular field of should be of which data type. That means, see, generally for serial number we will take 1 2 3. So what is the data type here? It should be number, integer. Okay, if you take name, so name can't be 1 2 3, right? So what you have to take here, it should be a text. Okay, because names are strings. Similarly, class, see, if you want a user to enter the class, then it should be text field. Okay, if not, if they want to select from the given options, they have to give radio buttons in general, right? Why? Because a same student can't be in two different class, right? Second, third or fourth, fifth. So we'll make users to select only one option. So this should be radio buttons. So these use cases, these requirements and the data types will be same even in the Salesforce, but we use different field types. That means they'll have different names. Suppose if we take this radio buttons, okay, they will be as a pick list in the Salesforce. Name is called as pick list. So it works same as radio button, only one option can be selected. Okay, and now what happens is, whenever you create these columns in the Salesforce, you'll have API names. Okay, API names as in where we use these API names in the code or wherever we want to refer them. That means if you want to refer them in the workflow or any automation, or so wherever we want to refer these column names, we use the API names there. Okay, and this is about the fields or columns. And now let's see how to create here. So we have to go for object manager first. So for which object we are creating fields? If you take this table, for example, this table name is some student, right? We have already created one object named student in the previous video. So table name is student. So what will be the table name in Salesforce? It will be the object. So for the student table we are having these fields. Similarly in Salesforce also, for the student object we will have these fields. Let's go to object manager first. So how you have to navigate is from the setup. If the landing page is not this one, if you're landing on the home page, so make sure you go to setup and click setup. Okay, gear icon and then setup, then you'll get this page. Then select object manager, then select the object for which you want to create fields. Since we have created student object in the previous video, we'll use the same for now. Now here we'll go to fields and relationships. Okay, see, And one more thing, these four fields created by last modified by owner student name, these four are standard fields. They will be automatically created by the Salesforce. That means whenever you create a new object, these four fields are mandatory fields, like they will be, okay, you don't have to create it manually, they will be. And now here go for new option to create a field. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. These are the data types. Okay, here it's field type, generally we refer them as data type, right? So auto number means it will increment automatically. That means whenever a record is inserted, it will give number to the record automatically. Okay, if there are 5 records already in the database and now you have created new record, then automatically it assigns 6 to that record. Okay, and about this formula, roll up summary, lookup relationship, master detail, external lookup relationship, we'll discuss later. Okay, these things you have to before working on this, you should know relationship concept. We'll discuss them later, and then we'll create one field also with this. And now checkbox means where you have multiple options to select. For example, what is your favorite food? So what you will do, you'll give some like chocolates, cakes, biscuits. They can select multiple, right? So in such cases you have to use checkbox. Currency, for example, if you are entering a amount, entering an amount, so there you wanted to make sure that the field should be a currency field, then you should select the currency. Then date, if the field you have to enter is date, and if the field you want to create is date and time, here only date, here along with time. And if the field you wanted for is email, and geolocation means location, like it tracks the latitudes and longitude. Okay, for example, you wanted to enter the address. Okay, address field, in address field you wanted very precise location, then you can use this field. Not just for address, you can go for tracking, okay, in any shipping concept use case also. And number, so it's integer, like you, if you want to enter serial number, so for serial number you can use auto number as well. You can go for phone number here. Okay, and then percent, if you wanted to make sure that the data, whatever the data entered by the user, it should be in the format of percent. And phone, see, for example, if you want to enter the phone number, if you take the field as number and by mistakenly user had entered 9 digits, so that's invalid, right? So in such cases you can use phone field. So what this phone field will do is, even though user enters 9 digits, it automatically like shows an error, like it will convert to the 10 digit format. Okay, and then pick list. Okay, pick list I was telling you as radio buttons, right? This is what, so you can select only one option. And pick list multi select, so this is what means, you'll have pick list, that means you can select only one option. But if you choose this multi select, then user can select multiple values, just like checkbox. Okay, and now next text. Okay, you for it allows combination of letters and numbers. And for text area you can use, that means you can enter up to 255 characters. Here in text you can't enter that many, only 25 characters. Okay, text area long is up to these many characters. Okay, and text area rich, so this will, if you enable this if you use this field, then user can enter in the text area where they can attach the images also. Okay, for example, if you take example as Google Drive, so they'll mention you as attach the screenshot of your problem and then send it to us. So there you are attaching the image and then you're typing there something like your issue. So you're doing both with the help of one field. So in such cases you have to use text area rich. and this is for encrypted. That means they will be stored in the encrypted form, okay, whatever you enter. And this is for time. That means it allows users to enter local time. That means if generally how we refer time in a 12-hour format, 2:40 p.m., 1:40 p.m. So likewise you have to if you want to allow the users to enter a local time, then you have to use this. And then URL, if you want any of the websites address, or if you want to provide any navigation to some other external URL, then you have to do these fields. Now for now I will choose checkbox in this, okay, not checkbox. We are going to create class list. Next, enter field label, that means name, class. Now use global pick list value set. We'll discuss about this option in the next video, and for now select this enter values. Now we have to enter the value of the pick list, each separated by the new line. That means if I give 1, that first class, in the next line it should be 2, second class, 3, third class, okay. That means each line it will take as one option. That is what this option means, okay. And leave the rest as default, and then click next, and then click visible, so that it will be visible to every profile. That means everyone. In the next, and we'll discuss about this layout later on. And for now make sure that you create it is checked. It will be default checked. Let it that way only, okay. Then save. Now field is created. We have created class. Click, see pick list values, whatever we gave, 1 2 3. So these are the values. If you want to add new, you can add. If you want reorder, you can. If you want to replace, you can. So if you deactivate any values from here, they will be in the inactive values, okay. And we'll discuss about this controlling fields and global pick list in the next video, okay. That's all. And if you want to edit this field, that means if you want to do any customizations, or if you want to add description, help desk, you can just click on edit, and this set field level security, this we'll see later on again, okay. And that's all about the basic thing for fields. Thank you.